Okay. Okay, because nobody is coming, I'm just gonna make my public comment now because I have family obligations and so I have to get back to my family. There is an urban planning construct known as a STROAD. It's a relatively new concept. STROAD is an amalgam of two words, street and road. And it's very problematic from a livability standpoint. It has all the worst aspects of a street and all the worst aspects of a road and none of the best aspects of either. Emeryville has three STROADs. Powell Street, we have Shell Mound, which is a STROAD, certainly the southern section of it, and we also have 40th Street, which is a STROAD. So it's made for traffic, it's made for to move cars efficiently. And because of that, it's not the kind of thing you want in a place where people live. And I live in Emeryville with my family, and so my wife and daughter, and so I don't want to live in a city that has STROADs. So there's talk recently about the 40th Street multimodal project. But this thing is very problematic as far as I'm concerned. I'm a bicycle rider, by the way, and have been on the BPAC. I was on the first BPAC in Emeryville, and I'm very pro-bike. But this thing has been cast as pro-bike, and yet there's no discussion about it. It's just to be accepted that it's pro-bike. But there are problems with it from a bicycling and a pedestrian standpoint, and that is if you close all these side streets going on to the STROAD, it makes it more of a STROAD. It makes traffic go faster, and it makes for a very uncomfortable place to be and to walk and to ride a bike. And so there have been academic studies that actually prove that more streets, smaller blocks, not super blocks, but short blocks in a grid pattern actually increase livability. And so I want to reset the city of Emeryville's thinking, which has gone completely in favor of encouraging 40th Street to be more of a STROAD with this multimodal project. I'm telling you, and I think you should be open to the idea that maybe there might be another way to look at I understand all the power elite is behind this closing of the side streets. But I want you guys to be open your mind to the idea that maybe that's not necessarily the best way to go from a pedestrian standpoint and from a bicycle standpoint, and just to live among it. STROADs are terrible places, and this multimodal project increases vehicle speeds, and it makes it more unpleasant from a bicycle and pedestrian standpoint. So I just want you guys to be open to the idea that maybe it's not, you could be pro-bike and be anti the 40th Street multimodal project as it's being presented. It seems to be like a steamroller. And I just wanted to plant in your mind the idea that there are other ways of thinking about it. And like I said, it comes from an anti-STROAD mentality, which means livability. So that's all what I wanted to say. Thank you very much.